Well, pets have gotten some unprecedented people time during these unprecedented times, but how will they handle the transition of their humans going back to work? We got some expert advice.
Thomas Dock joins us from Noah Animal Hospital. Hope you're well.
Thank you. I am. You?
Oh, doing quite well. I've noticed on social media through all this, not only have people really appreciated having their pets just as a comic relief, as comfort, whatever, they've added new pets, but now we're transitioning into going back to work. Are these animals going to be able to understand what's happening?
You know, that's going to be a real individual case. I know a lot of people are concerned about this, and certainly with new pets, you know, new fosters, new adoptions, maybe. Yeah, we probably don't know how they're going to react. So it's always best to start setting a routine early. So if you are planning on going back to work and you've been walking your dog 3, 4, 5 times a day, and you're only going to be able to do it twice when you get back to work, let's get in that routine now, so that the dog can enjoy that routine and understand this is what's going to happen.
Can we go so far as to, go out the door at the time we would and be gone for a stretch, just so they get used to the idea that, hey, that guy that was around or that gal that was around all day isn't there?
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea to do. And there's several different things that you can do to help accomplish that. One, everybody, with a dog at least should be using some sort of crate when you're gone, because that keeps them confined, keeps them safe, right? So we want to see how the dog's going to react to that crate. So get them in their crate. And then if you don't want to leave the house necessarily, go in your bedroom and shut the door and do that for 15, 20 minutes, see how they respond. Then we can step up to, okay, now I'm going to walk out the front door. I'm going to take a walk around the block and see, stand outside the front door for a second. Are we hearing howling? Do we hear, desperate cries from the dog? Let me out of this cage. If that's the case, we may want to get veterinary advice at that point in time. But, again, every pet's an individual, and hopefully we're going to see a lot of these pets just adapt to a new routine, just like they did as we got into this 10 weeks ago.
Yeah, definitely, hopefully. So, but if it doesn't go as smoothly as pet owners hope, what happens, the separation anxiety, how do you handle something like that?
Again, that's going to be a challenge for each individual pet, because every pet is going to respond differently. And so what we'll need to do is contact your veterinarian. They are there, they're available for you. If you can't make it in or you don't want to go in for whatever reason, there are telemedicine apps that you can talk with your veterinarian, just like we're talking right now. And a lot can be accomplished that way. And then you want to start looking at behavior modification, not only of the pet, but of you. So if you grab those keys and immediately head out the door, the dog gets freaked out because that's a trigger now. Maybe pick up those keys, walk into the kitchen, walk back out, set the keys back down. Or pick the keys up and go sit in your reclining chair. Little things like that can help desensitize a pet to what's going on. And then, of course, we do have anti-anxiety medications, but those should be used with behavioral modification procedures.
Are there any tools, or you have any advice on that time that the renewed time that the pet is alone? Like ambient noise, something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different things, and ambient noise is one that's very easy to do. Leave the TV on. My pets always have Wish TV on. I wish I could say that, but our antenna doesn't pick up Wish, unfortunately. So leave the computer on streaming, I guess. With all these different smart speakers, you could leave different music on for the pet. I know that was a long time thing that I can remember growing up. My parents would leave a radio on for the pet. Also, some things that they can entertain themselves with. Cats are a little bit easier. They're sleeping most of the day, but giving them a puzzle toy that dispenses treats when they figure out the puzzle. For dogs, if they're not destructive chewers, a Kong toy that has frozen peanut butter and little kibble in it can keep them entertained for hours.
Well, I think the cats are relieved that people are going back to work, obviously. Oh, yeah. But as far as you mentioned like snacks, diets, things of that nature. A lot of people aren't eating as normally as they should be. I'm guessing that may happen with the pets as well. Should we also be concerned about making that food schedule go back to normal too before we're out of the house all day?
Oh, absolutely. We should have everything as routine as possible. So the time you get up in the morning, the time they get fed in the morning, the time that they're exercised, the time they go to bed, fed at night, all those things should be as routine as possible so that they can get used to what's going on.
NoahsHospitals.com, right?
That's absolutely right.
All right, we'll put that link on indystyle.tv. Good to see you, sir. Stay well.
Thank you.